Welcome to episode 3 of our shed to office conversion. Today we're going to dig trenches and run wiring into our shed. So let's get into it. So currently in my garage there is a 40 amp receptacle, which I believe the previous homeowner used to actually backfeed this panel. So that breaker still works fine. So I'm going to reuse that 40 amp double pole breaker and remove this at the same time because, once again, this is really only meant for backfeeding, which is something I don't really feel comfortable with. So I'm going to go ahead and get that pulled out and then see what's kind of behind this wall so we can go ahead and get connections made outside.
Quick update here. I am getting ready to put some conduit and stuff together. Mark, my father-in-law, brought his mini excavator and he is digging our trench. We are running 8th grade THHN because we're only going to really run, we're going to run this off a 40 amp breaker. So that's where we're going with this, and we will get going.
All right, so as Mark's digging this, a couple things you need to know. In most places, if you are burying or any wiring into a conduit, it's got to be covered by 18 inches. So you got to dig a little bit lower. Usually the difference 18 plus whatever the diameter of your pipe is. In this case, we went ahead and dug 24 just to have a little bit of extra space. This is a really heavily rooted area. You notice that large old oak tree over the left, and you see Mark's excavator moving around a lot. That's not him. He is just hammering root after root. So I'm super glad we had this little thing out because otherwise it would have been a mess. So from this point, a couple days had passed. We went ahead and pulled the THHN through that conduit. We buried it up, had it pulled through. We used just a fiberglass tape. It pulled really well. We didn't even have to put anything on the wiring. So went ahead and pulled it through. I left myself quite a bit of extra just in case. I put it inside this junction box. If you're going to use a junction box outside, there's a few things you do need to know. One is that the junction box has to have has to be actually listed as a junction box in order for it to pass code. You can probably do anything, but in order for it to be code legal, it has to pass that. And there's stuff in the NEC manual that explains this. Now you'll notice I pulled 3 whites and a green. The grounds, you're really not supposed to have any other color, and the others, as long as they're marked, are okay. You'll notice those are blue wire nuts. If you've not used these before, these wire nuts are specially made for outdoor connections in wet locations. Technically, this is a wet location. Even though it is a sealed junction box, it is on the outside. So these wire nuts basically have a fluid inside, a siliconized fluid that basically protects them from corrosion. So much more expensive, but it's the right thing to do, so that's what we used. You'll notice right here that the ground wire is connected. That was pretty easy, and that one of the hots was marked still, but I did have an issue with when I pulled it, the tape came off. So I ended up actually losing the marking for the hots. And so I was trying to figure out a way to determine which white wire was which. And I came up with a method I'm going to show you here that was just, to me, it's logical. I'm used to, applying voltage and using basic functions on a meter. So somebody's probably going to think I'm a lunatic for this, but to me it was very, very simple and it worked perfectly. Alright, so we were correct. We had it right. Neutral, so here, positive. Simple. Here, my knockout connector. I'm going to take this to there. All right, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with us today for episode 3. Episode 4 will be coming out pretty soon. If you get a chance, leave us a comment down below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and all those good things. As this is the week before Christmas, we wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and hopefully you get to spend some time with your loved ones and family. So check out the next ones, and don't forget, check out the channel. I've got some cute shorts of the cats, which the channel's named after. So have a good day. Appreciate y'all, and see you at the next one.